Hey guys, Ivan here with another video. For today I had to make another video because we are only days out of the Mr. Olympia and these guys became very active in posting their physique updates, and in this video we got a couple, but we're gonna start with a physique update from Urs Kalecinski. Like I said, we are only days out of the Mr. Olympia, however the caption of this video says peak week has begun. Did Urs's peak week start on Tuesday? I doubt that. It usually starts on like Monday or Sunday, especially since Mr. Olympia is a 2-day show. I believe this is probably from a couple of days ago. And why am I saying this? I'm saying this because I'm looking at his physique right here and I am worried about my prediction. In my prediction video, I had Urs placing 10th at his first Mr. Olympia, Open Mr. Olympia. And I'm looking at his physique right here and I'm thinking there is gonna be a whole bunch of really freaking massive bodybuilders that I have Urs beating with this look. What is wrong with this look? Well, it looks kinda slim, to be honest. Look at his most muscular right here. It doesn't look that much bigger than when he was in classic physique. Is he gonna have enough size to hang against the really big guys? And that's why I'm wondering on which day was this filmed, because hopefully at this point right here he is completely flat, completely depleted of all glycogen, and that's why he looks like this. Hopefully they didn't go for some crazy level of condition and lost fullness and size in the process. And I honestly believe that. I believe he's just really flat here, and I also hope they're gonna actually go for crazy fullness for this show and he's gonna carb up like a maniac. They won't go for that shredded, detailed look. I mean, he's still probably going to be one of the most conditioned guys on that stage, and definitely, without a doubt, the guy with the prettiest shape on that stage. He has those two things going for him, and if he actually adds a little bit more fullness to this package, I'm not saying play the size game. He can't play the size game against the other guys, most of them, but he can play the conditioning game, the shape game, but if he comes in super full, he's not gonna lose the conditioning. He's still gonna be conditioned than most of the guys, and he's not gonna lose the shape. He's just gonna be a little bit bigger and fuller. So again, I am hoping that's the plan here. At least that's what I think is the right plan. Maybe I'm wrong, but it makes sense to me. That's the way I would go about it if I was Urs's coach. But you guys tell me, what do you think? And also tell me, based on this physique update, do you think he can actually place 10th or inside of that top 10? Like I said in my prediction video, I actually did have him in 10th, and I think that's pretty generous, considering which guys he has to beat to actually place 10th, but I believe it's possible because, again, the guy with the best shape, with the best aesthetics, with the best proportions, lines, everything like that, and also most likely one of the most shredded guys on that stage, and with some fullness and with his size, which is decent. He's not the biggest, but I think he's gonna be big enough to be 10th. Whatever you guys think, tell me down below. Alright, now off to something really amazing, but definitely much less exciting. I would say not exciting at all. We got an update from Keone Pearson. Why is this not exciting? It's not exciting because the game he's playing is not fair, really. Yeah, he makes a 212 weight cap, but this guy is a little bit too much for the other 212 bodybuilders. Now, could he actually do really well in the open? Well, like I said, this is not exciting, but it's amazing because what Keone Pearson looks like right now is absolutely insane, guys. It's insane. Look at the freaking muscle bellies, look at the shape, look at those freaking delts, how much they're popping out, how round and full they are, arms as well, legs are shredded in details, waist is small. This is just cartoonish. Just absolutely insane, crazy shape and a lot of size as well. Now the question is, how well would he actually do in the open? As far as the 212, it's gonna be basically a guest posing for him. He's gonna show up, do his posing routine, hit the poses, and that's gonna be it. He is winning that show easily, but Is he actually making a smart move? Because literally everybody, including myself, is saying that he should go to the Open because he could actually do some serious damage over there. But I'm also looking at this physique and I'm thinking, is this actually big enough for his height? I mean, height is also a factor. Definitely. The structure plays a role. Yeah, this physique looks crazy impressive right here, but imagine if Samson Dauda was standing next to him here. How impressive would that look then? I mean, Sean Clarida managed to do pretty well in the Open, and he's much shorter than Keone, even. And Keone is like Derek's height, something like that. So I think he would do really well in the Open. Now, with his weight of only 212 pounds and without really suffering to make the way Derek used to do back in the day, he would probably have some trouble against the top 4 guys, but I think we can definitely see him in the top 5 at a Mr. Olympia in the Open. I think that's pretty reasonable. I don't know if I would actually have him above Nick, Samson, Derek, or Hadi, but top 5, that's pretty realistic in my opinion. And again, this physique update right here looks insane once again. Insane, guys. This is just crazy stuff right here. Alright, next up we got a little bit of something from Neckzilla at only a couple of days out of the Mr. Olympia. And I'll just be blunt, this is very disappointing to be honest. I was kind of hoping that Neckzilla is going to bring something crazy, something new. I mean, it's his first Mr. Olympia. But let's be realistic, guys. Let's just be happy that he didn't pull out of this show. I mean, it's not too late still for him to do that, but yeah, it doesn't seem like he's gonna do it. It seems like he's gonna do the Mr. Olympia, and here is another photo that he posted. What do you think, guys, about this? Look at the legs. Zero details. I mean, yeah, it's not exactly a pose that shows details. It looks like he is not even flexing, but he's flexing his legs, only they're just looking like this in this pose because they are so freaking dense and they also look like they're pumped. And I'm honestly hoping that he's not doing a freaking leg day on a Tuesday before the Mr. Olympia. That would make zero sense. In his case, somebody with weaker legs like Brandon Curry or Derek Lunsford for sure. It's actually a great idea to do the legs like a couple of days before the show to have more inflammation, to actually make your legs look bigger and fuller. But in Neckzilla's case, it makes zero sense. But I'm not saying he did that. It's just the way his legs are super massive, but without any details. And his upper body also looks pretty similar. There are some details in his abs and his chest, but not a lot. It seems like he's not bringing great condition. I'm not saying he's going to be completely, totally off. I think he's going to be close to his usual condition, which is not great, but I don't think it's going to be terrible. And with that kind of conditioning, I think I have him in the right spot in my prediction. Which spot that is, go and watch the prediction video if you want to know, but it's not very high. It's not in the top 10. Some guys I know had him in their top 6, that's not the way I see it. Maybe in a couple of years if he gets more conditioned than this, but with this look, a big blob of muscle, a bag full of potatoes, this is not gonna work at a Mr. Olympia. He can win smaller pro shows, but to be placing well at the Mr. Olympia, you need to have shape, conditioning, and muscle. And Neckzilla has a whole bunch of muscle, more than anybody on that stage, but the shape and the conditioning are not exactly dialed in. But you know what? Whatever happens as far as results at a Mr. Olympia, I think it's still a win for him to actually get to that stage and to just be there. It's definitely going to be interesting to have this mass monster on that stage, on the biggest stage in the world. We all wanted to actually see him finally on that stage, and we're going to get to see that in a couple of days. But is he going to be super competitive? I doubt that. But hey, anything is possible. He can also surprise us, for sure. I'm really curious to hear what do you guys think now after seeing a most recent physique update from Neckzilla, also from Urs Kalecinski, and if Keone competed in the Open, where would you have him? With this look, with the current look. Anyways guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for the best coverage of the Mr. Olympia in the next couple of days. Thank you so much for watching, see you soon, all the best, and bye bye.